The vision I always had for Alison Jayne was to be a mental health brand. It was what I wanted from day one, but I had no community. Nobody knew who I was. Nobody knew my story. So it was a case of building that, and then obviously the end goal was to be a mental health brand. So what we didn't want is to launch it and it have no story behind it and no meaning. So the healing collection for me will always be where it all began. And yeah, that is the vision. So now we've rebranded and we've included the green for the mental health, the purple for the domestic violence ribbon. I feel like we're on that track. My goal was for 5 years down the line to be a full exclusive mental health brand, but I feel like we're ready to take that risk. And I feel like TikTok Shop has fueled my belly to go for it, because I suppose you've just got to jump in. But this is the story of the healing collection. So I have got some here with me, but I am also going to put some on screen. So this design is the design that started it all. This is Still I Rise. So Still I Rise for me represents a lot, because I designed a tattoo for myself very, very similar to this. Not exactly the same, but very similar. The butterfly represents my mum, and lilies were my mum's favourite flower. So we wanted this, and me being me, didn't just launch one design, we launched 10. And we've got this in this 220 GSM fabric, and also in an acid wash, which is 150 GSM. So yeah, this is where it all started. So Still I Rise, yeah, inspired it all. But for me, Still I Rise is from grief. I've used grief to turn this into what this is. So I've rose from that, and no matter what, I will always get back up and carry on. And I've done that through so much in my life, through a violent relationship, through bad times. I've always dusted myself off and carried on. So yeah, Still I Rise will always mean something. And we have got this, like I said, in a thinner fabric on acid wash. But this was the design, yeah, that started it all. So next is Keep the Light. Keep the Light for me is, I think, one of my favourite designs, and it is the one that is really good for being unisex. All the designs are unisex, but Still I Rise, I think it's such a stunning design. But Keep the Light is hope, keeping your head up, you know, seeing the light at the end, or some people may use it for a religion, or it's just not giving up, you know, keeping that torch burning, that something's gonna come or something's gonna change. And Keep the Light really resonates with me, that I've had to keep going through mainly addiction. I needed to knock that on the head, and this is now what's come from it. So I'm so glad that I did, and I stuck with it. So Keep the Light is, yeah, again, all these designs mean something, but it's so, so powerful. You Are Not Alone is the next one. This has sold out. So this is mine, but we have completely sold out of this one. Now this gets me emotional, because I think everybody has felt alone at some point. Wearing this, they are weighted, the t-shirts, so it is very like hug feeling. But this is my sister-in-law, so Owen's sister's heart trace, and I didn't tell him I was doing this. And we had a very teary moment when we was designing. But this is so special, and the design is so nice, and with the mix of full print and half tone, you get like a kind of glow from, you know, from the back. But yeah, You Are Not Alone is so special, and I'm so glad that this was the first one for us to sell out. Next is She Shines On. She Shines On is very, very personal to me, because when my mum passed, everyone used to say she'll always be with you, or she's in the background, or she'll never go away, she'll be always watching over you. And then my auntie, she's my mum's friend, who was always my auntie when we were younger. She named a star Alison Jayne. I'll insert it as well. And that star is in the, it's a constellation which is in the design. So I think it's called the Andromeda. I always get it wrong, but that is the constellation that's used for the image, and that always means that whenever I've got it on, she's with me, because the star is named after her, and it gives that thing that she did always shine on, and she was always watching. But all these designs are designed by something in my life but resonate with things in yours. So each one you can put a story to. Like, you are not alone. You might see that as something completely different to me, but that's what's so good about the designs, is they resonate with everybody and they are so unique. Next, my story continues. This is a big semicolon. My story continued, but my mum's didn't. So this really, really means something to me. We had a lot come for it in Suicide Awareness Month, Suicide Awareness Day, and we are gifting the Healing Collection to a charity who are doing the Semicolon Cup, which we cannot wait to get behind. I will tell you more about that over the next few weeks. It's on the 11th of July in Hull, but yeah, we will be sharing more about that soon. But my story continues. I think it's very self-explanatory, and if you know, you know. The next one is Light As I Am. Light As I Am for me is the feather. Feather is very well known in the spirit world, and I always feel that sometimes I have to sit and have that moment and reconnect myself, and I feel like lighter for it. And I sit and talk to my mum a lot. Like, I never used to. I used to think it was weird, but now I do, and I find myself that since I've been doing this journey in her name, I feel so close to her. But the feather is a symbol, and I just think it's so beautiful. And if you have just removed yourself from violence or any situation, you will feel lighter, and that's something to be really proud of. Grow through what you go through. Now, people struggle to get this. So she's been through a lot in her head, and now something beautiful has bloomed. This again is lilies from my mum's flowers, but this I really connect with, because this is this journey for me. Grow through what I go through. Everything I've been through in my life, I've turned it into a t-shirt, and I find that so powerful. But this has got to be up there with one of my favourite ones. Let Go Be Free for me was a toxic relationship, was narcissistic abuse, was alcoholism, was times in my life that I'm not proud of, and I let go of all that. And that is what this symbolises with the animals freeing from the cage. That we've all got something, and I think this symbolises whatever you want it to symbolise, and I wear mine with pride, because I am no longer in them places anymore. This is all about addiction for me. From Ashes I Saw, I hit rock bottom, but I rose back, and now I'm here. This I love, and again, males, if you do watch this, this is something that a lot of men do resonate with, and I just love the design. I find it so like a beautiful thing. Rooted in Strength is a lotus flower, again very known in the spiritual world, but Rooted in Strength for me is this business. I used everything stacked against me to turn pain into power, negative to positive. Like, everything came from all my experiences, and that is why I wanted to sit today and tell you the meanings behind each t-shirt, but not bore the life out of you. So that is everything I've got for you for today. That is the Healing Collection. From now on going forward, any news that we bring out will be mental health related. We want to be a mental health brand, and that is what I'm here to do. So thank you so much for watching, and we will be back tomorrow night.